again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and you will probably hear thunder, and you do see a 10 by 20 inch canvas, and I did just smear a bug across the surface of it. I have glasses and a shovel, and I found another butter dish. I don't know if all of you guys have been around long enough to remember butter dishes, but one of them got broken during a class, and I didn't know that I would ever find another one. These are sort of smaller versions of scoops. I guess I better show you rather than explaining, but I'm really thinking that I want to play in a certain manner that I have been doing quite recently by filling, boy, maybe I want to put some black paint in the bottom of a container, and I bet I have one over here somewhere. No, that's another lid. Okay, well, nobody may ever see this video if it takes me too long to find something I'm looking for. But I do see a good container that I can use for more than one go-round with the black paint, and that's my intention. Not that that container has much black paint in it anyway, but never mind. So I'm going to do two things. I'm put some of that black paint in here, put some of that black paint in there, and I'm going to make sure my white paint is handy. And I'm going to, yes I am, put some of that out in a long slow ribbon, scoop some more up, scrape off the bottom so I don't make any more of a mess than I have already. This is a novel idea for me that I've kind of wanted to play with for a while, and I just did my first pour like this the other day, and I did it with a dustpan. Now there's going to be enough heavy paint in this so that I can drag it through if I want to. As you can see, I have some already down there on the tile. Let's just cover up that bug mark, shall we? I may just grab a clean shovel after I let this one drain itself. And see, this is interesting because I get to see how far the paint will go too. And then I will probably tip it. Not that I'm sure I grabbed myself a edge catcher, but there's a big stack of them over here somewhere. So this is sort of like calligraphy, lettering. Not really, but sort of, kind of. And I don't want to actually waste any of this black paint. I didn't think it through very well, so I'm going to let some of it go down over the edge and use my shovel to smear it into place. Same over here. Catch that. Sometimes you just got to waste a little paint. Not all the time though, which is my thing. I want to just put some I want to put some white paint right into that dish and use the same shovel in a minute after I get these other things out of the way. Let's see if I can find an edge catcher. Let's just use the first thing that comes to hand because I'm a little discombobulated today. So I'm just going to use that to keep the paint off my tile. Not that there isn't some on my tile. And I'm going to watch the paint flow around on the canvas, see where it goes. And I'm not going to let it go very far before I change my mind about that. And do whatever comes next, which is fill in that little spot and grab that white paint. And what else? I'm going to go ahead and use my white paint, like I said I would. Only this time, I'm going to add it thinking that I'm going to flow it to the black paint. We'll see what happens. Because this is a total experiment. Doesn't matter if I dribble. Dribbles are welcome, in fact. I just want a sort of a ribbon or a sheet of paint to fill in some areas. I might actually fill in the other areas. You can never tell. I'm going to grab the black paint off of my so-called edge catcher. I am going to welcome those other marks that I see happening by accident. I don't think anything is going to look like it looks now for very long, because I'm going to definitely be adding more paint as time goes on, but I want to add something else I like. So let's just do that. Come on, I just cleaned this out. There we go. It helps if you open the tip. So I love that color. So it's time to give myself the pleasure of just using it as I see fit. This is not really the same thing as a dirty anything, in as much as it's not going into a cup, but it is going to wind up on the canvas. Also, these are my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas, and there's no reason I shouldn't do whatever comes to mind with those, including use whatever paint I've got on them to cover over the edge in a spot or two. Not that it'll stay there for very long. And the canvases are primed, so if I get to a point where I think I would like to be able to keep what I see without adding anything else, I can do that too. Do I want to do this? I do. This is gold mica mixed. It's on the Amazon link under Show More underneath the video. And I don't know what's going to come of anything, because this is a different way of doing things for me. I do want a bigger edge catcher though, and I know I have one here. That's not it. It is. The sun came out, it was raining. Yes, that happens in Florida all the time. And I have a large edge catcher, cool. And it got super hot. Okay, so I'm gonna go, because I can, the name of my book on the Amazon link, let's just go down this way and see what we get for drips and if anything fun occurs. And then I've got ball chain. I just want to be outside even my own box right now. I'm going to tip the edge catcher carefully so that I can take whatever paint is on that and shove it right back into the artwork. These are, I don't know if they're really minimalist, but I've been calling it minimalist. And I am going to continue with whatever's handy and whatever inspiration comes to me, and use whatever's on my spatula, whatever's on my tile, and just keep filling in the spots that I see until I'm happier with what I've got. And we don't know what to expect yet, except for I think I want some white out of a conventional squeeze bottle to fill in my spots here, if it'll come. That looks like it does not want to mix up today. No, it doesn't even want to come out today. That's weird. Okay, well, I guess that's not happening. Let's do the next best thing and try and, whoops, yeah, that's about what I was expecting, actually. My bad. And I'm just going to keep playing, because that's what I need to do right now. And I'm going to not mind whatever's on my spatula. That was pretty much a plan. I knew something different would come of it. And what I'm looking for is different than everybody else is doing. And people are doing some pretty cool stuff. I've been watching Olga recently, and Olga's the bomb. Olga's doing some interesting experiments and keeping me entertained and giving me some ideas. So thanks, Olga. Shout out to Olga. Cute little accent, adorable little blonde. And yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing the difference between the white blank areas and the canvas, excuse me, and the paint. Okay, that's right there. Where'd it go? There it is. Now this could be the base, or this could be the finished piece, and it doesn't really matter to me which it turns out to be. This is just the way I'm starting, because it makes me happy to start this way. And I want some more white paint. I don't care if it has ribbons coming out of it, or little agate-y looking things, or anything else. It's all good. It's accidental art, so I'm going to have some accidents. Because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link below. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Really. I'm liking my accidental art today. The link below, Show More, is my Amazon link. The first one down there, it's in blue. And you can find the OXO omelet turning spatulas and the mica powders. And if you need a recipe, just ask me. Yeah, I used my finger. I want to use my finger, and I've got other paint around here that I can use up. It's raining again and the sun is out. So what do I want to do to that? Not much, really. You know, when I started painting and I go, hey, we're done. Well, this is one of those moments when I kind of like what I've got, and I could very easily decide that I'm satisfied. So I see a little bit of canvas here and there, which is encouraging me to want to just fill it up with some paint. And I do love very spontaneous looking accidental art. I always have. I've been seeing it my whole life. My parents were both professional artists. I went to the Art Students League in New York City, and I was privileged to have a huge collection of art books. My dad didn't have a really, really huge salaried job at General Electric, but he did spend his money on books when he had a chance. So I was lucky. And I have a few of those kicking around, to say the least. Ask my sister, she'll tell you. It was my dad, so when they were on their way to the next transitional period in their lives, or not here anymore, that's what I did, was remove some books. Anyway, I should probably go ahead and give myself permission to torch, but I think since I can see some canvas, I think I'm going to give myself permission to fill in wherever I need to. I'm not convinced that I shouldn't still open this white paint up so I can fill in the couple of gaps that I see, because I like the negative space that I've got. And you can come right out of there, plug. Not coming out very easily. Wow, I got it. Cool. Sometimes the threads on these bigger bottles get congealed paint in them, and then when you take the top off for whatever reason, they get mixed in with the rest of it. Now, I've got GAC 800 in all of my paint, which means when it comes time for me to decide if I like what I see and I want to keep it, I can do that, because the GAC 800 prevents the heavy paint from cracking while it's drying, and I love that aspect of it so, so much. Thank you, Golden, for all my saved artworks. Because when I started, I started like a lot of people start, with Elmer's Glue All, and it wasn't waterproof. And as I tried to clean the silicone that I don't use anymore out of my artwork, the colors would run. Okay, so that's floating my boat like I can't even tell you, and I keep seeing more spots. That was not part of the plan. Hey, survived it. I get nervous doing this. I know you guys don't know that about me, but no matter how confident you think I am, I'm still performing for potentially 75,000 people, which is probably what we're up to about now. Thank you, by the way, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Hope I never disappoint you. I got one fly making me do a little dance down there, landed on my leg. Don't read my mind. It was a foul word. Alright, so I see I need a little... Oh, get off me! Come on! Stop it! It's not right. Not right at all. I see that spot over there. Yes, there's probably people out there going, don't you see that? And I'm like, not yet. And I am just filling in those spaces with the white because I like the way the white looks there, the negative spaces. And then I'm just using my bamboo skewer to fill in around. And we're going to find out if I'm telling the truth about everything being able to set thickly and still be saved. Now, I didn't put any chain in there, and I really kind of want to. I only got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to tell you guys what I usually tell you before my timer goes off, and then I'll really have only 2 minutes left. I could drag all kinds of things, all kinds of places, but I really just wanted to make some absolutely dynamic, fabulous, and fun fluid art, and I think I satisfied my own desire, and I'm going to kill that fly as soon as I get a chance. Ooh, frustrating. Get off of me, Mr. Fly. Please get off of me. I'm not sure I like what I just did either. That's okay, because I will figure it out. Yeah, there's my spot. My last piece of uncovered canvas, and I've got paint left over in my little tray to do it. I haven't wasted much. I had a really good time. Thank you guys for joining me. And check out the Amazon link at no added cost to you. It helps me out underneath the video for the OXO omelet turning spatulas and the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas. I especially like my flat front #1. Yes, I rescued it before that dog here got in there. My paint's even getting a little sticky. I said I would torch and then I didn't do it. I'm going to have some stuff to clean off my tools. I also want to make sure that there aren't any spaces left. Although I just did leave a whole bunch of white canvas on a primed canvas recently. But I like the colors. I like the shapes. I'm going to torch to release the bubbles in the paint so that when it does dry, they won't form after I put the canvas away, because they leave little craters when they pop, or they make actual bubbles and ruin the surface. So I'm not sure how I feel about the shovel technique, but it's almost as good as the dustpan technique, which I used recently. And I am still seeing little bits and pieces of things that need to dab some coverage into them, but I think that'll be okay. Not a problem. So I love you guys, and if you're looking for Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, that's for students. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery fans and collectors. Those are both on Facebook, and you can find stuff that my art is on, merchandise on pixels.com and Fine Art America through my Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More page is also on Facebook, and I see that's, I don't know if it was canvas or if I just burned that right off of there, but I want it back again, so I'm going to fix it. What else should I tell you guys? Please give me a thumbs up. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you appreciate what I do enough to give me better placement, and they do give me better placement when you do that. Also, the longer you watch the videos, including the commercials, the more likely you are to keep me coming back and doing this every day, and I like to do this for you every day. And I would like to be able to make a living, so if anybody is interested in purchasing any of my artwork, it is for sale. I also give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. You can contact me through YouTube, or you can try and reach me through my website, which is on the last 20 seconds of any video pretty much, along with a place to subscribe and this month's contest prize announcement. Yeah, I see it. It's pink now. It is what it is. It was under there. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I didn't like it better before, but I'm going to embrace it now. So, I love you guys, and I'm sure there must be something. Yes, I have a playlist of over 750 videos on the end screens. I guess I forgot to mention it. The paint pouring recipe is underneath the video. And the clothing underneath the video has my stuff on it. If you need to ask me a question, please go right ahead. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also under the video, under the description, are links to Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. And thank you guys for all the contributions that have kept me going in the past. And I hope you had some fun watching me do that, because I had some fun making it. And I appreciate you guys being here. And as I said before, I love you guys. So it's kind of wild and out there and very abstract expressionist, but that's exactly how I am and who I am. So I'm going to scrape some paint off an edge catcher and put it in something else and get busy in a minute doing something else. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard going, you're probably gone already, and I wouldn't know it because the camera shuts off hey, you're still here. Shuts off in 20 minutes. But yes, very accidental art. And I think if I can get it in the right position, I just love those colors. That's such a great magenta. My magenta, this color in particular, comes from Golden Fluids. And we're good to go. I hope to see you again soon. Come back and visit me in another video. Bye for now, Priscilla out.